First of all, Mr. Fitzel, um, your memories of seeing Michael Mifsud playing for Malta at your time as Malta national coach.
First of all, thank you for giving me a chance to talk about my period in Malta. It was a very nice time for me, and it seems to me even successful time for the Maltese football. On the other hand, I have to say that the time is flying, and it was a long time ago. But about Michael, in that time, he was one of the key players of my team. When I came to Malta, it was few players they play in foreign leagues, and Michael was one of them. He played in England in Championship, and it was top league for the and top reach of the Maltese player. When he came, always he was very nice to come to Malta to play for his national team. I had no problem at all with him, and as I said, it was key player for that period for us.
What made Michael Mifsud such a special player?
First of all, he was excellent with his speed. Even when he's not a big boy, but he has a big heart. When he is fighting and with the speed, but basically he's a clever player. He was using his positive thing in the football. It means quite good technique. He was speed and he has a good shot. It means everything together. He was able to create the chances himself and for the other players too. And it was key for him and for our way how we played that time. Because Michael, even I have a little bit argument with him because he was always on the number 9 as a top striker, but in my time he played a little bit number 10, a little bit behind Andres Kembri, when I put him as a striker. And he didn't like it from the beginning, but basically I explained him how is the situation, and because he's so quick, he will support the striker, and in that moment we will have always two players in attack.
How was Michael Mifsud in training? Everyone says that he's a great professional in training. How did you see Michael distinguish himself from his teammates, the way he trained?
Everything was about the team spirit, And Michael, when he came, it was the group of old players, and Brian side and who was the Luke Dimek. He was a little bit different, but Michael, he belonged to them. But on the one side, he just take care about him. He knew everything what he needs, how to prepare himself for it, and it wasn't so easy with him to deal with the training because he always tried to prepare himself, even when we try to do something. But his approach to the training was, all right, this is good for me, this is fine, I'm going to do it. This is nothing special for me in this moment. I can a little bit rest, and this is how I saw him. But on the other hand, when we came to the game, he always tried to fulfill all the tactical requirements what we did to
him. Obviously, there were some memorable matches for you as Malta coach, and Michael played a key part of them. Obviously, everyone remembers the 2-1 win against Hungary. Andres Kembri scored both goals, but seeing the goals, Michael played a key part of those goals. What memories you have of that match?
That my memory was that we were not, when I came to Malta, when we lose 1 or 2-1 or something, it was good result, let's say, because everybody was ready to, all right, we are not good and we lose. And when we draw, it was excellent result. And about the winning, what happened against Hungary, I couldn't, imagine what's going on. The people, they were fantastic. The player were, giving a heart to the game. And after the game, it was great situation. About Michael, in that game, always we try to play the counter attack. We're building good attack and pressing a little bit. And in that situation, it was exactly what I said. Michael played a little bit behind the striker, behind the Andre. And that was exactly because he was so fast. And they used this overstrength, and they scored 2 goals. But Michael played a key because both goals, it seems to create Michael.
Coach, tomorrow Malta's playing Liechtenstein, and it's going to be Michael's final match. Against Liechtenstein, with you as coach, he scored 5 goals in a friendly. Do you have the memories of that match?
7-1 we scored.
Yes,
it seems to me. It was one of the biggest history in Malta, it seems to me. We break the history as well in this game. I remember that it was excellent game because it went fantastic, everything. But for this game, I have a little bit different story about Etienne Barbara, because he was somewhere. He came for the individual training for 2 or 3 or 4 days, and I worked with him, and he scored as well. It seems to me 2 or 3 goals. But Michael, it was a great game, and for all the things. And what I remember now, we had this period that everything went good. It was good training. It was good atmosphere in the team, and even we had the good results.
Final 2 questions, Coach. Obviously, during that campaign, Malta made a record of points, 5 points, and obviously Michael was a key player in that setup. What do you think is Michael Mifsud now that he's going to stop as Malta striker? What will be his legacy for the national team that he's going to leave behind?
In that period when I was there, he was one of the best players. I don't know whole his story. It was, Malta has always good players, but the statistic will say more. I don't know how many goals he scored, how many games he played, and so it means it's up to you. But for me, he's one of the best players ever in Malta.
And do you think, obviously, the young players coming up, what qualities do you think they should take from Michael to follow him as a national team player and the leading player for Maltese football?
The first, they're supposed to have a same character as Michael. He was not afraid to leaving the country to go to play abroad. This is one of the important way when the player want to be good and improve himself. He has to play abroad in the top leagues, and this is something what Michael did. I know the little bit problem for the young players going abroad from Malta because they are linked to the families and parents and so. It's not easy, but this is something what Michael did. He was not shy and not afraid to go abroad. This is one of the things. Second, when he's in abroad, he find a way how to behave as a professional. And this is something what in Malta they need the players. There are 2 things, but apart of his technical quality, speed, and approach to the game, this is something. There are key points for Michael. What I remember now.
Finally, Coach, do you have a message to pass to Michael Mifsud on this final day for him as Malta national team player?
First of all, I want to thank him, for that part with us, what he did for us. Secondly, I want to wish him all the best for the future. It seems to me he will continue as a great person, and maybe he will be successful in the private life as well when he use his things and his character what he did and professionalism what he did in football.